Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Innovative and myself Lalita. Today I have come up with a new topic OLED. The new topic which we are going to learn today is OLED, organic light emitting diode. I hope you might have heard about it. Today we are going to understand in detail. So this presentation you can see introduction of OLED, history of OLED structure, etc. Coming to an introduction OLED. As I said you, OLED is a organic light emitting diode. So you might get a doubt already. Already we are all aware of the term LED. Then what is the difference between LED and OLED, right? When we hear the term OLED is a clear that organic light emitting diode. The layers are made by organic components with electroluminescence. Do you have any idea about electroluminescence? I'm sure you might have heard this. So, the electroluminescence is an optical and electrical phenomena. What actually it happens is when you apply or pass certain amount of current, then light will be emitted due to that. So, the process is called electroluminescence. So, OLED technology will work based on its electroluminescence principle. I already said you that the compounds are made up of organic molecules. So these molecules are 100 to 500 nanometers thick. The components are made up with organic molecules. Actually it contains or made from carbon and hydrogen. I hope you understand this introduction and about what is an OLED. Now let us see how its OLED was developed. OLED is a flat light emitting technology made by placing a series of organic thin films between two conductors. You can see this timeline clearly how this organic LED technology. It has started from past 30 years. The first OLED device was developed by Eastman Kodak in 1987. In 1996, the Pioneer produces the world's first commercial passive matrix OLED. In 2000, many companies like Motorola, LG, etc. developed the various displays. In 2001, Sony developed the world's largest full-color OLED. In 2002, approximately 3.5 million passive matrix OLED sub-displays were sold and over 10 million were sold in 2003. In 2010 to 11, many companies announced active matrix OLED displays. Many developments had takes place in year 2012. And next, the futures of OLED. So OLED is a flexible and emissive technology and lightweight and thin. It has low power consumption and high contrast, bright and perfect display of all angles. And the structure of OLED. Now coming to an structure of OLED, you can see the structure of OLED is very simple. Generally in OLED we have 6 layers. Substrate, anode, organic layer, conductive layer, emissive layer, cathode. Here above the cathode will be having one protective layer or seal and below protective layer or substrate. In between the cathode and anode we have two organic layers. They are emissive layer and conductive layer. And remember this, anode will remove the electrons and cathode will brings the electrons. If you understand this clearly, then it will easy to understand about the working of OLED. Then OLED fabrication. In OLED fabrication, we have the substrate preparation and device deposition and encapsulation and also involves making black paint. And OLED deposition. Organic layers can be applied to substrate using the following methods: evaporation and shadow masking, inject printing, and organic vapor phase deposition. And these are the picture for evaporation and shadow masking, and this picture for inject printing, and this is for organic vapor phase deposition. And color generation. The color generation of OLED has different approaches for fabricating red, green and blue pixels. the red, green and blue individual pixels, the white emitter and color filters, and blue emitter and color converters, and stacked OLED. And this is the picture for color generation. First, we have the shadow masking pattern method. It consists of placing red, green and blue light emitting layers in a pattern in each pixels of OLED device. Further, this has the advantage that each subpixels get appointed a single distinct color which produces a great clarity of images. And second, we have the color filter method. In this method, the OLED itself is also designed and manufactured with all three color elements in each pixels. It is different from the shadow masking pattern. This OLED only produces white light. Next, add additional red, green and blue color filters are utilized to match the desired color outputs. And the working principle of OLED. A voltage is applied across the anode and cathode. Then the current flows from cathode to anode through a organic layers like a emissive layer and conductive layer. And the electrons flows to emissive layer from the cathode. And the electrons are removed from the conductive layers and leaving holes. And the holes jumps to emissive layer. And the combination of these electrons and holes, it produces the light. And this is the picture for the working principle of OLED and OLED device operation. In this operation, we can clearly see this working. When we apply voltage to an cathode to anode, then cathode will send the electrons to the emissive layer, and in conductive layer, we have holes are moving to emissive layer. And this combination of these electrons and holes produces the light. And do you have doubt what is LUMU and HOMO? And HOMO and LUMO are the types of molecular orbitals, and highest occupied molecular orbitals and lowest unoccupied molecular orbitals. And types of OLED. We have 6 types of OLED. I will explain all these types clearly. First one is passive matrix OLED. Passive matrix OLEDs have stripes of cathode, organic layers and strips of anode, and the anode strips are arranged perpendicular to the cathode strips. The intersection of the cathode and anode make up the pixels where the light is emitted. Then external circuits apply the current to selected strips of anode and cathode, determining which pixel get turned on and which pixel remains off. Again, the brightness of each pixel is proportional to the amount of applied current. Passive matrix OLED are easier to make, but they consume more power than other type of OLEDs, mainly due to the power needed for the external circuitries. Passive matrix OLEDs are most efficient for tests and icons and are best suitable for the small screens such as those we find in cell phones, PDAs and MP3 players, even with the external circuits. Passive matrix OLED consumes less battery power than the LCDs that circuitarily power these devices. And second one is active matrix OLED. In active matrix OLED have the full layers of cathode, organic molecules and anode, but the anode layer overlays a thin film transistor array that forms a matrix. The thin film transistor itself is the circuitry that determines which pixel get turned on from a image. Active matrix OLED consumes less power than passive matrix OLED because the transistor film, the thin film transistor, and it requires less power than external circuitries, so they are efficient for the large displays. Active matrix OLEDs also have the faster refresh rates suitable for the video And the best uses of active matrix OLEDs are computer monitors, large screen TVs, and electronic signals or billboards. And third one is transparent OLED. Transparent OLEDs have the only transparent compounds, and when we turn off or up to 85% has the transparent has the substrate. When a substrate OLED display is turned on, it allows the light to pass in both directions. A transparent OLED's displays is turned on, it allows light to pass in both directions. A transparent OLED displays can be either active or passive matrix. This technology can be used for heads-up displays. And next one is top emitting OLED. And the top emitting OLED have a substrate that is either opaque or reflective. They are best suited for active matrix designs, and manufacturers may use the top emitting OLED displays in smart cards. And next one is flexible OLED or foldable OLED. And this it has the substrate is made up of very flexible metallic foils or plastics, and these foldable OLEDs are very lightweight and durable. This use in this device such as cell phones, PDAs can reduce the breakage, a major cause for return or repairs. And potentially the foldable OLED displays can be attached to fabrics to create smart clothing such as outdoor survival clothing with an integrated computer chips, cell phones, GPS receivers and OLED display into it. And next one is white OLED. White OLED emits the light that is brighter, more uniform and more energy efficient than that emitted by fluorescent lights. White OLEDs also have the true color quality of incandescent lighting because OLEDs can be made in large sheets. They can replace the fluorescent lights that are currently used in homes and buildings. Their use could potentially reduce energy cost for lighting. And difference between OLED and LCDs. OLED is a greater view angles but LCDs have the limited view angles. OLED has the high contrast than LCDs, and OLED is the faster response time than LCDs, and OLED does not require the backlights, but LCD requires the backlight. And the temperature of OLED is 50 degrees to 80 degrees, but the LCDs has 0 to 100 degrees. And the advantage of these OLEDs are thinner, lighter and more flexible, and does not require any backlights like LCDs, and can be made to large sizes and large fields of view about 170 degrees, and faster response time and brighter and high resolutions. And it has the disadvantages like it is expensive and very low lifespan, very less lifespan, and water damage and color balance issues. And applications, the major applications of OLED technologies are OLED TV, mobile phones with OLED screens, roll top laptops. And this is the image for OLED TV, and this is the image for the mobile phones with the OLED screen, and this is the image for the roll top laptops you can see here. And finally I will end this with the conclusion. The organic layer emitting devices are involved, such as the next generation displays. As OLED display technology matures, it will be better able to improve upon the certain existing limitations of LCD, including the high power consumption, limited viewing angles, and the poor contrast ratio. Thank you.